Hello and welcome to your daily astrology and tarot horoscope, brought to you by Nicholas. For today is Monday, September 29, 2014. All right, and the signifying card of today, of the week, I should say, is the Magician. And I highly recommend you watch my weekly tarot reading, and I'll put a link to it in the body of this. And basically, I definitely pull a signifying card to understand what the purpose of the week, what's the goal, what are all these day-to-day things adding up to, because since I do these videos daily, you can kind of get lost in the minutia of the day-to-day sort of karma and feel of just getting a card and knowing the transits. The signifying card will help you actually get the goal and the orientation and what's the purpose, what's the lesson, and the lesson of the Magician, the one of Major Arcana, is very, very powerful. It's very, very fun. So this is kind of the hoochie cooch card that I like. I mean, you have the power, you have the ability, you have the confidence, and you have the know-how to do something, and it's your calling. His wand is raised to the heaven of spiritual calling, and his hand is pointing to the ground. And as you can see, there's flowers manifesting around him and things happening in the tangible world around him. He's grounding that energy. He's bringing that energy into the world and making it real and practical for all of us to enjoy. So, and he has infinite power and intuition. He can really call upon this knowledge without any hesitance. It's just a pure channel and bringing it into the world, not holding on to it, giving it freely and making it available for the rest of us. And that's what this week is for. What is that calling? What is that thing that maybe you're already doing your calling, going for it? So this is just a reaffirmation to continue that work and to make this week one of manifesting great things with that calling. And if you're not, it's to remind yourself, it's like I work at a 9-to-5 job, and it's easy to forget what I feel called to do. I feel called to be a writer and to express myself. So this week I'm going to start blogging and actually doing the written parts of these videos. So you will be able to find my blog about this week as we go forward. I've already written Monday's blog, and I'll have to continue slowly in getting the rest of the weeks done. So you're the hero of this journey, and this is calling you to shine this week. This is a very, very fun Major Arcana card to pull. The signifying card will always be a Major Arcana card because those are the things we're trying to really integrate. So, with that out of the way, today is Monday, and so the planet of the day is the moon. And the moon is making some interesting aspects. So the moon is going to go into Sagittarius and sextile the sun in Libra at 3:11 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And so my suggestion for that is to, a lot of us here in the West Coast at 3:11 are going to be asleep. And even in the West Coast, 6:11, probably most of us would still be asleep. But, you might get some insight, some things that come to you in your dreams about your new moon wishes. So I definitely have a ritual of making wishes on the new moon, and I highly recommend you do the same. And if you watch my videos, I always remind everyone to do that, especially before the new moon and during, as another reminder. So this is just, if you're watching this video now, this is a time to think of that Magician card and think about what your calling is. And if you're watching this video, just kind of realize that something fortuitous, a sextile is an easy flowing aspect. Something fortuitous should be coming in terms of your emotions about this wish, about this dream, about what you're trying to manifest for this week. At 11:34 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, the moon is going to be in Sagittarius still, and it's going to conjunct Mars at that time. So they're both conjunct. And in modern astrology, usually that means an outburst of energy, easy to anger. So watch your emotions in that regard. But in traditional astrology, aspects don't happen like, they don't just happen as an emotional state. They actually happen as a tangible, objective thing that happens outside of us. So this could also mean that a martial person is going to come around and kind of, show their presence or make their presence known in regards to our wishes. And so it's really good to not let that person bog you down, not let that person sidetrack you from your goal. The other aspect of today is Venus enters her home of Libra at 1:52 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So with this, this brings a fair and balanced perspective to relationships and makes communications more sincere and objective. Try to take advantage of this today as we pursue our goals and we pursue our like I said, that signifying card, that magician card. What is our talent? Can we be very balanced and fair in how we approach our significant others as we try to make this happen, or our other relationships? Can we try to broker deals or try to get some help from outside people? It's Venus is a law of attraction, so it's also a good time to channel energy in and bring it in and bring those insights in. If you can meditate and if you can just kind of do some spontaneous free writing to kind of get yourself going in terms of what you're trying to achieve, that could be very helpful as well. The card of the day, and I don't have it out. It's the Four of Clouds. The Osho card of the day is the Four of Clouds, which is postponement. And to me, I need to start making this clearer. I really feel that the Osho deck and the Osho cards I pull in the weekly reading are more of they're lunar effect. I think they have lunar feeling to me. This is our emotional compass for the week. So I'd like you to think of the cards that I pull in the weekly reading as like emotional guidance, internal guidance, what we're feeling inside. So we're going to be feeling this Four of Clouds, this postponement. And what you need to realize is this person is looking, lives in a black and white world. This is what they are around them. They're looking outside to this color world thinking that, they really should be there and life's greener over there and they should really be at that place. But they don't realize that there's already color in their shirt, that they're already part of this outside world. They're dreaming of being part of it, but they already are. And we can forget that, and by forgetting that, we postpone and we live in our fear. Don't waste one day of your week not approaching this magician call from the signifying card. Do whatever it is. My significant other, she's a singer and she's a musician, and she doesn't find time to do that. She doesn't make the time, she doesn't make the commitment. And when I was asking her about the reading of the week, what would you like to do? What would you like to bring about? And she said music, unequivocally the first thing. And just like me, writing, unequivocally the first thing. Your internal guidance system. Don't waste Monday. Don't postpone. It's simple. That's what we're going to feel inside. That's what we're going to be wanting to do. The card is a warning. Let's integrate this message by remembering that we are the writer, that we are the singer, and we are whatever we are, whatever your calling is, and to actually bring it into fruition. So, like I said, the Osho cards to me are the internal guidance system for the week. They're kind of like your lunar connection for the week. They're very good at that. And when I pull these wild unknown cards, this is what I'd like to call the external event, the meditation, or kind of like the instigator, that, something you need to think about the day. I call it the meditation because sometimes something tricky will happen in your day, and if you can remember this card will help you get the answer when you get stumped on something. Or it could be something that you need to tangibly do. So let's just look at it. This is the Mother of Pentacles. Look at that. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. A mother and her little, I guess, doe. A doe, a deer, a female deer. I don't know. A fawn? Is that what she called the child deer? So very, very nurturing, very caring. The mother has the resources, though. She's alert. She's ready to take care. She knows what she has to do to keep this child protected and feeling good, and very nurturing and very sensual. It kind of reminds me of, Taurus is an earthy sign, so this kind of reminds me of, it kind of has a Taurus Venetian value to it because the mother's very beautiful as well in this card. So what you need to remember is to be mothering and to be caring and to be natural and beautiful. And this is actually going to have some very tangible effect in the real world, and this could actually bring you more resources if you can just embody this energy today. Also, when they say the court cards come about, this can also represent that mothering figure. If you see a mothering woman, a nurturing person that's on your path, remember just to make friends, be polite, and see if you can not at all connect with her in any way. I mean, maybe it's just a reminder to call your mother, and she's always been your biggest champion in your art or whatever your pursuits are. So if you have that available to you, that mother figure, this would be a card to indicate reaching out to them, or to, if you're a parent yourself, to be very mothering and nurturing to your significant other and to your child. So very sweet, very kind, and very apropos of the fact that, Venus is going into Libra, and Libra rules, Venus rules Libra, and so emotions should be very calm and steady and great today. So that's it. That's the reading for the day. I hope you found it helpful. I'm going to put a link to my blog, so please check that out if you get a chance. I also have my Facebook page up. It's called Hollywood Gypsy. I live in Hollywood, and I practice the gypsy arts for my grandma. It's kind of cheesy. Plus the Leonard Cohen song. There's a Leonard Cohen song that refers to it that I love. So I'll get more into that later. But I hope you have an excellent, excellent Monday. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them for me. I love to hear from you. Thank you.